Hey you guys, let's talk about Lizzo for a moment. So the other day, Lizzo was on a podcast and she revealed that she was a virgin until she was like 30 years old. She told herself as a little girl she would not lose her virginity until she won a Grammy. Now, a lot of people was not expecting to hear that, considering, Lizzo comes off very bold, confident, sexually expressive. So let's talk about it.
28?
I lied about it for a long time.
Well, yeah, was it really?
Can I just tell you the year?
2024.
2025.
2020.
Oh, really?
Isn't that crazy?
Were you really building it up? Were you excited about it?
No, I wasn't even thinking about it. For me, it was I just promised myself when I was younger that I wouldn't have sex until I won a Grammy.
What?
I said, I love the D. So embarrassing. I was in a friend group of girls. We were all girling one night, and it was just wait, Lizzo, are you a virgin? And I remember being no. I remember it was so embarrassing. I said, I love the D. I said that. It was so embarrassing.
I love the D.
I love her.
I love the D.
I was I love the D, and it held me over for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
Right when you said I love the D, they were like, oh, she's good.
We moved on.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimonica. If you are new here, y'all, I had to pop on the camera, okay? Because I have actually been enjoying doing the voiceovers. I can kind of get them out quicker. But people was coming to my page and saying, oh my God, I can't support a faceless channel. I'm like, I've been here 20 years. I'm just trying to change it up a little bit. So anyway, you guys, be sure to subscribe because your girl ain't going nowhere. Be sure to subscribe, leave me a comment below, share the video, all the things. Now let's jump into it. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this topic is because I can kind of relate to it. I can understand it. And if she's being honest about it, I can see how that's possible. And of course, this is a plus size topic. So let's jump into it. So Lizzo was born, I think, in 88. So that would mean in 2020, when she won her Grammy, she was around 31, 32 years old, right? So that would mean she lost her virginity when she was in her 30s. And a lot of people online don't believe it, right? So I was, scrolling the internet, and honestly, it wasn't a lot of people talking about this topic, but the people that were talking about the topic, they were like, they don't believe it at all. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact of the industry that she's in. She's in the music industry. She's been in the music industry for a long time. And y'all know how the music industry can get, how sexualized it is, the reputation that it has. So I think that is the reason why a lot of people are like, I don't believe it, but it is what it is.
I promised myself when I was younger that I wouldn't have sex until I won a Grammy. That was her promise. Do y'all believe that? These are Lizzo words. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't believe that. Me? Nah, I believe Lizzo probably been getting down, but that's just my
Lizzo, 37, reveals that she lost her virginity in 2020 after winning her first Grammy. I just promised myself when I was younger that I wouldn't have sex until I won a Grammy. So that was 6 years ago, so she was 30 at this time. I think that people just say stuff nowadays just to say it or just to see if we gonna believe what she was saying. Because the first time I ever seen Lizzo, she had a flute twerking on stage, bro. If you was a virgin, you wouldn't have been doing what you was doing way back then, bro. I mean, god dang, bro. It's not like, who cares?
So I'm going to talk about something that some of y'all will disagree with and some of y'all will agree with. So Lizzo has talked about in the past about insecurities, of course about being overweight, of course about the options not being there, like the type of guys that she want, might not want her and vice versa. So she's talked about all of these things. So my question, I guess, would be, did she keep her virginity that long because it was a choice? Or did she keep it that long because the guys that she desired didn't desire her? Right? So for me, y'all, I lost my virginity at 19, okay? And I won't say that it is the biggest regret of my life. I do regret it. I wish I would have stayed a virgin until I got married, right? Or until I found my forever person. And the reason I say that is because those sexual experiences, they were cool. You know, someone was lit, you feel me? But they were just bodies, people that did nothing but left a memory, you know, and some of them left, so it's like the person I lost my virginity to, I remember it like it was yesterday. I probably told this story to y'all a long time ago. It was funny, but it was not memorable. I was laying there like, this is it? This all? Like, what is happening right now? You know, I was a big girl. I wasn't at my heaviest at that time. I was probably like 300 pounds. I got up to, as y'all know, almost 500. But yeah, for me, the options really wasn't out there at first. Like I was in high school. The boy that I was dating, he was probably like between 22 and 25. Of course, I was of age. I was like 19. Prior to him, I had boyfriends, but nobody in high school. Most of my boyfriends I met like on chat lines, or I might have met him in a store, and we only had like, I didn't have a car, so we just talked on the phone, things like that, right? Things like that. My first serious boyfriend that I feel like we were in each other's presence. I was taking him back and forth to work. He was taking me places. I lost my virginity to him, and I don't even remember his name. So y'all, it's the age-old story. There's a big difference between being wanted, loved, and being sexually wanted. And any big woman out there, if she's been big long enough, she will tell you that she has been a fetish. Men just want her for sex, not want to claim you in public. And maybe that's something that Lizzo went through. She saw it for what it was, right? And that can absolutely make anyone not want to give their body, you know, to someone, right? So in my opinion about this whole Lizzo thing, I feel as though what happened, and again, in my opinion, okay? And, you know, people put their lives out there, right? So I feel like we can talk about it, right? So in my opinion, what I feel like what happened was sex probably wasn't even a topic of conversation or anything like that for her in her mind when she was younger, right? I think that when she got older, you know, maybe in her late teens, early 20s, she was still a virgin, and she realized men only wanted her for sex, or they fetishized her, or whatever. They might have wanted her because she was coming up in the industry, but they did not want to claim her. You know, several of those things could have happened, and I think that's when she realized that, okay, I'm just gonna keep my virginity until this happens. I think that's truly what happened, and that's what makes sense to me. So I also know, I think in that same interview or another interview, she talked about being religious, making a pact with her friends to not have sex until I think 21 or marriage. I couldn't find the clip, but I do know she talked about that, but my stance is still the same because, as y'all know, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and things change when you get older. And also, I want to point out that sometimes waiting is not about like insecurity or keeping your innocence or, you know, whatever people might label it. Sometimes it is just about control, right? I want to control everything about, you know, sex, everything about my body until I'm ready. Like, I want to protect myself and not, you know, exchange souls ties with everybody that looks at me, everybody that wants me. It is sometimes about just protecting yourself and protecting your peace. So I can do nothing but respect someone that waited until their 30s or 40s or waited until they got married to have sex. I've always looked at Lizzo as a very, very confident plus-size woman.
That my confidence would be the same level of confidence as any other confident artist. I do believe the shocking factor was people could not believe that someone who looked like me was confident. And I was, and I am.
You were cute when you were bigger.
I was fine as
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, but you believe that.
I was fine as
but that, but were the negative comments?
So some people are like making it seem like Lizzo is just now that girl, like she's just now popping off with confidence and whatever. I can remember when Lizzo first popped, like my man loves Lizzo at her biggest and where she at now. He loves Lizzo. He loves her personality. He loves her confidence, as I do, right? People want to make it seem like she just now got confident. I disagree. Lizzo has always been popping up. She's always been so confident. I think that's why a lot of people doubt her story. But to me, she's always came off like, I'm that girl. I'm here. And that's what's up. So I'm not going to look over the fact that she's talked about how people opinions of her affect her and how she feels and the things that she's had to go through because of that. But just because people have an opinion about that doesn't mean that that's your opinion about yourself. It can affect you, but that doesn't mean that that's how you feel about yourself when you walk through life every day. Now, do people get even more confident when they reach goals in their life? Of course. Maybe she's popping off even more. Of course, she's talked about being insecure. I've talked about that, right? But sometimes, you guys, I feel like I was more confident at like almost 500 pounds. I do not know why. And honestly, y'all, looking back now, I also attracted more men at 500 pounds. Whether that's, however that goes, right? More men tried to talk to me online, in grocery stores, or whatever when I was bigger. I don't understand how that works. When I first lost a lot of weight, I was getting hollered at quite a bit too. But I think it was because of how I just walked around. Yeah, I walked around like I was that girl. So confident, so, yes, open. You could come talk to me. I don't know. But yeah, like, I think I was more, I don't know, confident, more, I was probably jazzier, y'all, at 500 pounds. How that work, I don't know. I don't know. So as we know, Lizzo has been in some scandals, right? I want to touch on two in particular. One I really want to talk about, but the first one, Lizzo, so from what she said, you know, she lost her virginity around 31, and then like a year or two later, you hit with sexual harassment charges. My God. My God, okay? It's like, that's wild. That's wild. So we're not going to dig too much into that one, you guys, because I think the case was thrown out. Like, nothing really came of it. There was just those accusations out there from her former dancers about sexual harassment and creating a hostile environment. But other than that, nothing else has came of it. I don't know. I think it was dropped or they dropped it, which is very, very interesting because the lawsuit itself was so loud. But then when it kind of just went away, it's quiet. You know, I hate that part about like the industry or anything. It's like, just like with Jay-Z, those lawsuits be so loud when these people be making these accusations. But when those same people go in and be like, I want to drop the case, I don't have any evidence, or I lied, it'd be quiet. It'd be quiet, you know? And so anyway, okay, so the second scandal Lizzo was in, okay, so this is where the timeline gets a little, I'm like, gotta give it a side eye, but I guess it is what it is. Lizzo is currently dating, I think he's like a comedian, actor, something like that. His name is Mike Wright. And so she won a Grammy in 2020, near the end of the year, and she started dating Mike in 2021. Right? So did she lose her virginity to him, or was it a dude that she was talking to within those couple of months? That's interesting, right? So the thing about Mr. Mike is a young lady came out soon after, well, not soon after. I think her and Mike was dating in 2021, and I think in 2023, I could correct that if I'm wrong when I go and edit it, but 2023, this young lady came out and said Lizzo took her man.
2016, 2017-ish. She and my boyfriend were co-hosting a show on MTV called Wonderland. And no, she wasn't very nice. She wasn't very nice to me. I knew she didn't like me, but the people around her were nice. Like her sister seemed nice. And I kind of ignored it because I felt like, well, you know, she's already like in this celebrity scene or whatever. So she probably just feels like she has better things to do than talk to me. And I just noticed that like even when we were just out to eat or at the beach or something, she still wasn't very nice to me. And it wasn't like a production thing like, oh, she's just really busy or whatever. She just didn't like me. She didn't say anything that was mean, but she was really like standoffish or like wouldn't talk to me. You know, like when I talked to her, it was kind of like, oh, okay, like get the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you. So yeah, I eventually found out that she and my boyfriend had something going on, ex-boyfriend. And that was that. I left the relationship. I mean, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I mean, I was with him for 10 years. I supported him through everything. And when he finally got a big break, he left me for Lizzo. It was really hard for my mental health. I went through a really difficult period of time trying to be okay with this because it wasn't just like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend. It was like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend and he left me for a person who wasn't very nice to me and turned out to be like after the fact, after we broke up, she became a Grammy award-winning celebrity and everybody in the world loves her and her message is like love and light and positivity after knowing how she treated me. But I wasn't able to, I didn't want to say anything because it made me sound like a whiny little baby or something. So I didn't broadcast that was something that happened to me, or when I did talk about it, I never named her because I just didn't feel like I would be supported or people would care, you know, like people loved her. So why would I try to like drag her name or whatever? So I just silently went through something really big and really hard. It was like my fight or flight response was triggered every time I heard her song on the radio, or like if I went to the movies and like her song was in the trailer. It was so difficult and I cried for so long and I felt so depressed and like I was in a really bad spot for years because of how this happened. And I know it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. It was his fault. It was the way he handled it. She has no responsibility to me. But I think they could have both been a little more kind in the way that they chose to get together. You know, like he could have broken up with me, or she could have maybe suggested that he break up with me before they started something, because the text messages were something that I'll never be able to not see in my head.
So allegedly, you went from a virgin to a man stealer. My God. My God. What a leap. What a leap. But I hope that that's not true. And I hope that they started their relationship on a good, healthy note. And I just hope that that's not true. But I love that for her because Lizzo, if I can remember, Lizzo started like showing us her weight loss journey in like 2023, which means that her and Mike was together when she was on the heavier side. I love to see it, y'all. I love to see a man with a woman at her biggest, at her smallest, if she get back big, because that lets me know that he genuinely loves her for her, right? Genuinely loves her for her. Same for me, y'all. Most of the guys I've ever dated, I've always been a big girl as an adult, right? So the guys that I've dated, they've known me as a big girl. My current relationship knows me at over 300 pounds, knows me at under 100. I think I was like at 187. He just knows me, right? So at those weights. So when you get into a relationship with someone just likes you and genuinely just want to be with you, no matter your weight, no matter how you look, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I hope that's what she has. It looks like that's what she has. And that's beautiful. So y'all, we have a woman that stated she was a virgin until she was in her 30s. She has dealt with so much hate, especially when it comes to her image, right? I could do a whole video about all the rappers, all the comedians, all the commenters, all the podcasters that have talked about this woman body. So like the question is really, so I wonder, was it actually about waiting, or was it about like navigating in a world that she didn't really feel accepted and she wanted to wait until she felt accepted? So I want y'all opinion about this. Like, do y'all think she waited because she wanted to, or was she kind of forced to wait because like that type of love that she was looking for had not found her yet? And also, do y'all think that fame made her who she is, or do y'all think fame just amplified who she already was? And I was having a conversation with someone else about this, and they made a point, and I don't think it's true, but they said they didn't believe her. But they also said that there's no way that we would ever find out if it's true or not, because if she was having sex, she was probably having sex with someone that was keeping her a secret, you know, plus size. I don't want nobody to know that I'm having sex with that girl, keeping her a secret. So if they wanted to keep it a secret then, why would they come out and tell it now? And I was like, that's a good point. That's a good point, but I don't believe it. What do y'all think about that? So y'all, at the end of the day, we can joke, we can laugh, all the things, but I think this conversation is a bit deeper than Lizzo, right? I think it's about desirability, self-worth, timing, also how the world still looks at heavier people, and just people and their image and how they present themselves in the world each day. People are judged on that every day. So y'all, let me know below in the comment section what y'all think about this. Do y'all believe her? Can you relate to her story? What was your experience growing up? Was your when you lost your virginity, was it memorable? Was it everything that you thought it could be or ever wanted it to be? How old were you when you lost your virginity? Did you wait later in life? I would love to know what y'all think about this topic. So thank y'all so very much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so very much. If you've made it this far, leave me a heart in the comment section and let me know you made it this far. Let me know you rock with me. You watched the whole dang thing, girl. Boy, people, everybody. I love it. And also, you guys, I am very active across my social medias. So just in case you miss seeing my lovely face here, I am very active daily on Facebook and my IG. I also have a garden channel that I post on as well. I post a lot of shorts over there, and it's been cold, so I have a lot of content to put up on that channel. So if you like gardening and outdoor activities and things like that, check out that channel. All of my socials will be in the comment section. Also, some of y'all have hit me up and told me that y'all were looking for certain videos and why did I delete them. I did explain that in a video, but y'all was on my Facebooks and IG asking me that. Throughout the next month or so, I will unprivatize videos. If I unprivatize 600 videos, that would kill the algorithm. YouTube would be like, what the? So I'm not gonna do that to my channel, but I am gonna be unprivatizing videos. Yeah, so y'all can go back and look at that content if you want to. I don't know if you can see it. I know you can't. I know you can. We're not even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it later. Your girl losing weight like a, you feel me? I'm losing weight like but we'll see, y'all. I have a goal until June and to be back at my original weight before I start gaining weight. And when I tell y'all we're probably like 25 pounds away, I'm so proud of myself. My booty looking juicy. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, oh my goodness. And of course, even though I'm doing a commentary, I'm going to come in and do a before and after video because, of course, this, even though this video, I'm trying to make this more of a commentary channel and not just focus on my life, I will still insert blogs and weight loss updates for y'all because that's why I'm, you know, that's what this channel is all about. Okay, that's what this channel is all about. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Y'all know I haven't talked to y'all in so long. I can ramble. I really just want to like go on live and just ramble, but I know like one person might show up. So yeah. So anyway, y'all, I will see y'all in the next topic. I also want to do, I might do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Chelsea Johnson, her TV show has came out. I think it's been out for about a month now, or at least like 4 episodes of it. I think I might go ahead and review the first 2 episodes in one video and see if y'all like it. The clips that I saw are wild. Okay. So I think I might do that. I think I might do that. Yeah, on my next video, unless something else pop up. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I think we're going to get a key out of that one. So y'all, thank y'all so very much again. Please be sure to subscribe. And if you made it this far, don't forget to put a heart in the comment section. I love you guys. I love y'all for all of y'all support. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't and like the video. And I will see y'all in the next one.